You're watching Escape Adulthood Live, your number one source for long-lasting, fast-acting, physician-approved adultitis relief.
On this week's show, we're talking about straws, cannonballs, and how to become more courageous.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. This episode is brought to you by people like Toby Keene, Wes Kanya, and Barb Jeff Curtis. Their membership in the Women's Society supports us in this hard, but fun work to fight adultitis. Thank you, guys.
Yes, if you'd like to annihilate the adultitis in your life, learn more about the Wonder of Whimsy Society, or just be among the first to know about what we have going on, become an insider at escapeadulthood.com/subscribe.
Indeed. Here we are
Happy
again.
Wednesday.
Back in the studio.
I missed the straw memo tonight, so I'm just like... My favorite, but this is not my favorite drink to drink.
Water?
With a straw. No. I kind of.
Or is
right
that just
there.
pure vodka? So
No.
a big giant glass of vodka.
Kara, I think we should go out for milkshakes. I'm not really a malt kind of girl, but I mean, they're in the same family, right?
For people who are watching the replay and didn't see the pre-show, we asked, what is your favorite thing to drink with a straw?
Yes.
And so we had some good ones.
I have a follow-up for the milkshake folks. What flavor? I mean, honestly, I'm always a chocolate girl, but I love a good strawberry milkshake.
I like peanut butter banana. This is my favorite.
Oh, you're going fancy.
It's kind of rare.
You're going out of the Neapolitan.
Here's the question we had. We had a couple people. Victoria
We're out of the loop.
Rachel said bubble tea, and I've heard of bubble tea. I have no idea what bubble tea is. Is it like carbonated tea? Or is it something different?
That's what I would with the bubble. Okay, that makes sense.
I could be wrong.
Tell us.
We don't drink tea, so I don't know.
Right.
So I'm curious if there's something about that.
Do you know why I don't drink tea? Do you know this story?
I didn't know there was a story.
There is a story, and it has to do with me when I was probably in second grade. I was invited to a friend's house for the first time. She had a tea party. And we legit drank real tea. And I was like, no!
You thought it would be good?
You know, like, I thought it was cool, of course. But I mean, she liked it. I'm like, yeah, liked it.
And you were like,
gross.
Hot garbage.
Paul says bubble tea is globs.
Here we go.
Globs of tapioca. And that sounds utterly disgusting. So
is that a joke? No.
Gross.
That can't
Maybe
be right.
He's joking.
I don't know.
Okay, tell us more. Somebody reinforce this. Is that for sure?
Well, Hildy also says, I believe bubble tea has tapioca pearls in it, and you can get different flavors. Its origins is Asian.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
That is mind-blowing. I had no idea. And I was convinced it was carbonated. So now it's just blown up.
Learn something new every day, even if it's just me. Well, we got a lot of things to get into today. Last week we were in Washington State and celebrating our 20th anniversary and a little bit of trip. We did some on-location stuff with answering questions, I guess.
Fun, yeah.
This is show number 97.
Whoa.
And we've got some big things coming up. Show number 99 is going to be a big deal. You're going to want to tune in to that in a couple weeks.
There's a little
June
shenanigans
15th.
being planned.
And the reason we're making it a big deal is because this is our last show of the season. We're going to take a little bit of a summer break, and we've got some interesting things planned after that. So we'll reveal more of that in the weeks to come, but what you need to know is to mark your calendar for Wednesday, June 15th. For our 99th show, we're going to be looking back at 99 shows.
Many of you guys have been
surprises.
here for almost all 99. I know many of you have been on the journey with us since Coffee with Kim and Jason on March 17th, 2020 at our kitchen table in Madison. So it's been cool. We're going to do some really fun things on June 15th for our 99th show, and we hope that you will join us for that.
Yes, and as we talked about straws, I've had a question that I have been noodling on for a while, and I did not want to tell you about it because I want to get your legit, honest reaction
All
and
right.
answer. And
Let's
it's
do
a
it.
question that's going to make your head blow up. Okay. The question is this: how many holes does a straw have?
Oh no, is this a riddle?
No, it's an opinion.
Okay.
How
Oh,
many?
because like endless holes, if you consider like it's going throughout. Because
Oh, is that what you were going to?
I mean, the obvious answer to me is 2.
The obvious answer?
Yeah,
Okay, so you said there's 2 holes
in a
in a straw.
straw.
Okay.
But it's a riddle. I hate
It's
things
not
like
a riddle.
this.
It's not a riddle. It's just a question for debate.
What's there to debate? There's 2.
Well, here's Rich begs to differ. He says it's 1. It's just 1 long hole. Jeff also says just 1.
Oh, I see.
However,
All
there
right.
are people, I don't know if anyone will chime in on this one. Some people say no holes. Because they say if you had a straw and then you poked a hole in it with like a pin, which would effectively pretty much ruin it, you would say there's 1 hole in it. So if you don't poke a hole in it, then they would say there's no holes.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one.
Jill says 1 continued. 1 continued.
Oh, see? Interesting.
But yeah, 2 holes is a common answer. Is a common answer. I don't even know where I would go. Like, see, this is where my problem. This is the greatest strength, greatest weakness thing. Is that one of my greatest strengths is that I can see all these sides of an issue. I get along with people, and I can.
He was like
understand.
friends with everybody in high school.
I was friends with everyone. The popular kids, the cheerleaders, the burnouts, the
He hung with
nerds,
everybody.
the art kids. Like, I mean, I didn't hang out with everybody, but I could get along with everyone, and
Yeah.
I have a really good ability to see from all sides. And the downside of that is I can't answer a question like this because they all make sense to me. Martha says, I think 3, 1 at each end and 1 in the middle.
I know,
don't
this
even
is
know what that means,
confusing.
Martha.
I don't know. I mean, I guess a part of me is like,
Jeff wants to know, here's another good question. Is a hot dog a sandwich? We will get to that another time, Jeff.
Jeff!
We can only tackle
I want to
one.
see what Dave says. Dave, you're coming off a big holiday.
Dave
your
just
anniversary.
jumped in. We want to know how many holes does a straw have?
We need you to weigh in on this, Dave.
Deb's in the no holes.
No holes. I mean, we're going from no to like a 1 to a 2. I'm just all over the place with this. I hate questions like this, by the way.
Well,
hate
watched
this.
I watched a video, and we'll have this in the show notes. There's a mathematician who did a little 4-minute video that explains the real answer to this.
Oh, great.
And the real answer mathematically is 1.
Okay.
Is
All
1.
right.
And
I
he
kind of
explains.
figured that was the smart answer.
He explains
since
why.
It's not what I came up with.
He explains why, and immediately I started having like ocean waves in my head. I was like,
Dave's
I don't
with
even know what
me.
that
We
means.
see things the same, Father Dave, don't we?
He likes the 2-hole theory.
I know. I think it's simple. I think it's, I don't know. But
Jenna just put the link in the comments
Nice.
For those of you who want to check it out.
I want to find out from Rich and Paul specifically. Today in my Whimsy Wednesday article, I was talking about the Enneagram. What about me makes me hate this? They're Enneagram coaches.
That's a good question. No comment.
9 wing 8. What do we got here, guys? Anything? So I'll take up a coaching session with each of you, and we'll hash through that.
All right. Well, next on the agenda, now that we've solved this problem for the internet, I have a little studio sneak peek, and I have something kind of fun. For Wonder and Whimsy Society, every month they receive a postcard in the mail with a secret mission, and it's encoded, and they have to unscramble the code to find out what the mission is to fight adultitis.
Yes.
And every postcard has a trading card embedded within it that they can cut out the trading card, collect them all, and I create art for all of the trading cards. And so I've been busy working on third quarter secret missions, the artwork. And I have one I'd like to share. I did them on the iPad because my studio has been in disarray, so I thought it would kind of be a nice way to do it.
Yeah.
And I actually have a time-lapse video
Oh, sweet.
of one of the pieces of art. that I thought might be kind of fun to share right here. So we'll get right into the bumper, and then right into it, you'll start to see the video come along. It'll be right in the middle of the two of us, so we can actually comment on it as it goes along.
Sweet.
Okay, so here we go. It's this is the start.
Oh, this is cool.
Put a colored background in there that you can see the color bleed through. Got a. Can you tell what that is there, Kim?
Oh
already?
yeah.
Little
Oh yeah.
banana split
Oh, I didn't know you were going that direction. So it's like a lake, ocean.
Yeah.
It's like a ship.
The little boats.
Oh, this is like Let's Draw.
Yeah, I didn't show this to you, did I?
No,
So
I had
this
no
is
idea.
legit reaction here. There you can see I accidentally put a little smudge at the bottom there that I'll have to take off later.
Oh yeah, like
working on the details of the banana, coloring in the sky, giving it a kind of an impressionistic look. You'll see I'm kind of layering in some different colors here. Kind of make it a little fun. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Yep, still working on the sky there. A little bit of that Monet Van Gogh look for this one. It's kind of fun to
that's
play
cool.
with. Tightening up the.
How long do you think you've been working on it at this point?
I think the whole thing took me about 2 hours.
Oh,
so
wow.
This is,
okay.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. So this
is about
sped up in about 2.5 minutes.
I love that chocolate sauce come to
Start
life.
adding the details in on the pineapple.
Tyler, I would like to be on this boat, Tyler, right?
Some whipped cream
that
going.
is so, I can't wait to see the cherry get crisper. I love it. It's like, oh, there. Yep.
Starting to get a little highlight. Boop, boop, boop.
Boop, 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 boop. It's tight. It's tight.
Clean up that whipped cream a little bit.
It's like my
It's a little bit too
resolution.
purple, so I had to blue that up a little bit. Let's see. This might be the boring part where I might be working
tricky
on
sometimes.
the
The boat.
the ocean, perhaps.
Oh, they got the sails coming to life
Yeah,
there.
working on the boats.
Yep. Can you guys see this?
Exactly.
Is this?
Yeah,
I know.
do real details on the
I
boats. I
know,
think trying to
this
get that
is
to come
tricky.
along. So
Banana boat, right?
let's
Yeah.
come along. Now I'm adding a little bit more texture in the water to kind of mimic the impressionistic
Oh yeah.
vibe.
It's
and
so
the
subtle.
light refraction.
Ooh, refractory.
Yep. So I'm pulling it together, trying to think where it gets to the end here.
Oh, here we go. Little light highlights in the water.
Yeah, I think I go back to the cherry at the end and kind of like give it a little bit more of a pop. Now, this is all just like the little tiny details here you can see.
Oh yeah.
A little bit more
It's kind of
reflections
like little
in the
sprinkles
water.
of color there.
Oh yeah, then bring in some color of the reflection, the red of the boat and the reflected
Look
yellow.
at that.
Sprinkles. Finishing off with sprinkles.
I missed the sprinkles.
And,
I was looking down at the bottom. Oh man, that's so
I
cool.
think that's it. So
Dave, I love that. I'm thinking of Shirley Temple and the Good Ship Lollipop.
there you go. Yeah.
That was fun to watch.
Jennifer, I was
come to
just on a
life.
cruise. I love this boat,
Aw,
right?
Right?
So,
That's cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed. Now you'll have to guess what the secret mission is, and I'm not going to tell you what month this is for, but it's coming up, and yeah, thought that'd be kind of fun to share.
This is the Love Boat, Rich. I
The
love
Love Boat.
I love this boat, right? I don't know about you, but it was fun for me to see everything go crisper. I loved it. Was like all of a sudden
tightened
it's
up.
like my eyes like you put on glasses, right?
Yep.
So that was cool.
You're welcome, Brenda. Glad you enjoyed it. Kara says, "Does this mean we have a secret mission that involves a banana split?" We'll see.
Have you guys been noticing our theme this year for
We'll
the secret
see.
missions, by the way?
A lot of
Is it
food.
obvious?
A lot of
Yeah,
food.
I know. We kind of had a little theme going.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
All right, guys. I have a new word to describe everyone. You ready for this?
Wow, bold. Okay.
Right. Well, I mean, actually, it's not even to describe them, but I feel like everyone I'm talking to regarding their work life is in a pressure cooker. And the regulation, not the regulations, the responsibilities have gotten more and more. People are more tired than ever. They're more burnout than ever. It's not about like, preventing burnout. It's about like, I am
Dealing
burnout.
with it.
I
Yeah.
am burnout. Now what? But because of the amount of demands that just keep increasing, because of understaffing and inflation and 1,000 other things. I feel like everyone's in a pressure cooker and it's going to explode. That's how I feel.
Well, yeah, in many ways it never ended with the pandemic. It's been a kind of constant pressure that we've never had quite a good release for.
Right.
However, the Escape Adulthood Summit will be that for some of us.
Yes.
As we head into
Huge
August.
release.
But we do have a really cool thing that we have has come out of the pandemic that we've been doing. We did just this morning a virtual program for some friends in Kansas who are kind of having an end of the year celebration. And we have this series of videos that we made that are like about 4 or 5 minutes long, something like that, right?
I think 5 to 8 is kind of what we say.
Right. That's
But
right.
like this client of ours is now using this video series for follow-up to our program. So if you are in a part of a group that has already had Jason speak or us speak virtually, it's kind of a neat follow-up. So they're going to be releasing these for the next 26 weeks as just kind of like little booster to everything we did with them today, which is super exciting.
It's the kind of booster we can get behind.
Right?
This is the 25th booster. One more to go.
Put out by the Cure Adultitis Institute. Thank you very much. But no, so it just serves a lot of different functions. If you're part of an association or a group of employees that are just feeling this pressure, feeling the burnout, feeling like what in the world, and you can't necessarily just fix it, right? This is a little bit of a booster that's going to kind of help a little bit at a time. And we package them together in 3 different groupings, but like 26 total videos if you want the full package. So
yeah. So check that out at escapeadulthood.com/adultitis interventions to learn more. Hopefully it can be a good source of stress relief and just a little bright spot in your week with your team.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Is there something in your heart that is trying to convince you something you want to do, but you're just not sure if you have it in you to take the leap? Maybe you just need to borrow courage from someone else. When Kim and I began homeschooling, we were like every other parent that starts homeschooling, scared out of our minds that we'd ruin our kids forever and tank their resale value. There were so many reasons to go for it, but what finally gave us peace of mind was hearing from parents who had been through it and seeing the evidence of success in the form of their grown children who had become doctors, engineers, and airline pilots. A woman at a homeschool conference we attended put it like this. She said, "In the beginning, I wasn't sure if it would work, but seeing the families who'd come before me and how well their kids turned out made all the difference. I was able to borrow courage from them until I got to the point where I saw the same results in my own kids and developed my own self-confidence." Sometimes you just have to look for someone who's already done what you want to do, and it only takes one, and borrow courage from them. You don't even have to know them, you just have to know their story is true. If they did it, so can you. When we found out that Kim was pregnant with Lucy, we had been traveling together to all of my speaking engagements. Now, most people were happy to share their assumptions that our traveling days were over, but we didn't want them to end just because our family was expanding. Fortunately, there was one family who gave us hope. Jim and Marilyn told us about their travels all over the country with their 2 young sons, including a trip to the Grand Canyon when the youngest was 2. We were able to borrow courage from them to move forward. Lucy ended up on 34 flights in her first year of life. Now, since then, we added 2 more kids to the mix, but our adventures didn't stop. We are a family of confident international travelers now, but we had to borrow some courage to get started. You can homeschool your kids. You can travel with young children. You can write that novel. You can start your own business. You can lose those 50 pounds. You can run that marathon. You can get that degree while working 2 jobs. You can make it on 1 income. You can transform your community from the inside out. You can beat cancer. You can emerge from a divorce stronger than before. And you can find out how many licks it takes to get to the center with Tootsie Pop. Things are only impossible until they aren't. After Roger Bannister proved that a mile could be run in less than 4 minutes, it didn't take long for many to follow. Today, it's fairly common. If someone else has done it, chances are, so can you. Now, does it guarantee you'll succeed? Of course not. But the biggest hurdle we face is just believing that success is possible. Some dreams require you to borrow the money you need to get started. Need some courage? You can borrow that too. The good news is it's free. You just have to look around.
This brings back some memories.
I thought you'd like that picture of Lucy.
I
Remember
know.
that, the
The
TSA
little
agent?
TSA. They gave her a little sticker. I know. Yeah, I mean, we actually were just on a plane, obviously a couple planes last week, and seeing some of the young families with the kids brought back a lot of memories. And it reminded me of those days where you get on a plane with a little one and you're like, oh, please. And you just start praying your heart out that it goes well, right?
Mhm.
But you realize that people are compassionate, and the little one in front of me, behind you, because we weren't sitting together, was having a hard time, and
Yeah.
and everybody was just like patient and trying to be understanding about it. So
Yeah.
that idea of like remembering those days is kind of fun.
Yeah, and I just think that I remember back to the days of Jim and Marilyn giving
Yeah.
us that example. I mean, I underestimate even now sometimes how valuable that was, because we did have a lot of people who were like, "Oh, your traveling days are over, and you can't travel with kids, and you can't do this, can't do that." And there's a lot of people around that are telling you you can't do something, but
Right.
you just really just need one person,
Yep.
you know, and it doesn't have to be someone in your life. It could be another someone, a blogger or an author or a speaker or someone from 150 years ago that you read
Yeah.
a book about that figured it out. So
Well, Rich Henderson mentioned that he likes the variation of borrowing hope. I think that's a cool variation. The idea of like maybe you need to believe a little more,
yes,
right?
yeah,
So
that's a good concept there too. So
Mhm.
hopefully that is an encouragement to you. But now is the time for you to bring out your crayons, your colored pencils, your finger paints, your
Ooh, that'd be
magic
fun.
markers, the smelly kind, you know, the kind that smell like fruit. Whatever you got, let's draw.
Of course, for our virtual event that we had today, we got to introduce Let's Draw to them. So if anyone is here from our virtual this afternoon or this morning from Kansas, welcome. I hope you have fun drawing with us again.
Yeah, so this one's going to be fun, as they all are. We're going to start up in the upper left-hand corner, with a kind of a short line like this. And then we're going to draw another one offset, and this one's going to be a little bit longer. Just offset a little bit. I guess I could make it a little bit even more longer. Okay, then underneath that, offset again, I'm going to draw an oval. Let me see, I'm going to do that over again.
Don't we all wish we could do that?
All right,
Boom, it's gone.
there we go.
Now you
That'll
just
work.
make it bigger. Oh, technology.
I want to give you a little bit of what I want it to kind of look like so that you can copy it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line that connects these two first lines we drew, just like that. And then same thing over here. All right. Now we're going to draw straight lines straight down, and another one right there. Okay. And then we're going to finish up that curve. There we go.
Stephen guessed it early, I have to say.
Yeah, well, he's been around a while.
I
He should know, right?
He's pretty
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna make it
savvy.
a
Or
little
what? How does Ben say savvy these days?
Savvy,
Savvy.
like Captain Jack. Okay, now we're gonna draw a line. I don't know how to describe it. It's gonna mirror this top line, just like that.
Okay.
We're gonna add some volume here. Okay, and then what I want to draw is a handle. This is a mug. I'm just gonna draw kind of like a D over there. And then we'll do the inside This is a smaller D. Okay. All right. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to draw a square with rounded corners. So it's kind of like a soft square.
A soft square.
Right?
Like a marshmallow.
Exactly.
I'm
It's
gonna
exactly like a
next time
marshmallow.
I make s'mores, I'm gonna use.
Does
soft
anyone have the soft
squares.
squares? The soft cubes? Okay, then we're gonna give a little volume by adding a little roundness right here. I'm not even gonna go all the way to the edge. I'm gonna give it that feeling of like softness, right? So that just adds to that. All right, now this guy, he's jumping. So this is a simplified version of the artwork behind me. So I'm not going to go through all of the detail of him doing like a cannonball and stuff like that. So I'm doing an easier version. I'm going to do his eyes are closed.
So cute.
So I'm going to draw his little eyes with that little shape. And it looks like his eyes are closed. And then he's going to have a little smile. Or she. Whatever. And then I'm going to draw a little arc right there with a little break in it. And it's going to give us this sense of jumping.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's neat.
Now, this is going to turn into a diving board. So I'm going to draw a ladder by drawing a line straight down from the corner of the edge of the back of the diving board. And then I'm going to draw another line. I'm going to start it here because obviously you wouldn't be able to see it behind, right? Well, just go down here.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kim's diving board was farther away from the
maybe yours
thing,
is
which
too.
is fine. So basically, I'm gonna see how this is right here. That's kind of where I want to start my line, and I might actually just put a little.
Oh, there you go.
Little thing there. Okay. And then we can put our steps in just by drawing some lines. Again, really simplified version here. And again, I'm going to end, so it's behind the diving board. And then we gotta whimsify it a little bit. And so I'm going to draw half of a soft square. Like this.
Half of a soft square. Because it's melting.
Because he's in the hot chocolate. Okay. And then I'm just going to, for him, you can only see his eyes. So he has some little eyes peeking
he's
out.
like, that's like scary
Right.
almost.
And then we're going to even give this mug a little smile here.
Aw.
And that's the gist of it.
It does not surprise me that Father Dave and I both did he said his was over for too far too.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just mine kind of was, you could say mine was over too close, really.
I
Right?
think that we had it right, Father Dave, you and I. So
That's pretty good.
there you go.
Now, of course, you can, I was thinking earlier at the very beginning of this show, we talked about, different drinks that you enjoy drinking with a straw. And I thought it was kind of weird how certain drinks you would never drink with a straw, like coffee.
Oh,
But yet,
no.
iced coffee, you would.
Yes.
But if it's hot coffee or hot chocolate, you wouldn't normally drink that with a straw, right?
No,
weird.
it's probably dangerous.
Like it would melt the straw, you think, or what?
It would burn your mouth, like if you
Well,
drink
it
hot
could be,
drinks with a straw.
a little bit less control, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. So, of course, when it comes to these Let's Draw episodes, you can color your mug. You can color your stuff whatever color you want. And one thing I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to make the inside of this mug a slightly darker color to give it like a shadow to make it look more three-dimensional. Okay. And then I'm going to color in mine's just going to be a pretty standard hot chocolate here.
Yeah, frozen hot chocolate. I've had that before at Dairy Queen. That's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Mm-hmm.
And let me give you a little
That one's kind of nubby.
little
See that?
little tip here on this hot chocolate. Mine's apparently it's a very dark chocolate.
Ooh, I like that.
But if you get a lighter color or a darker, you can do either way. Is make a little line underneath. It kind of wraps around, and it'll give it a feel like it's liquid. There's a little highlight there, and it's moving. And what else would I want to add in here?
Yeah, I
I
like
gotta
that.
color my marshmallow guys.
That's a good tip, Leah. I would not have thought that Dunkin' Donuts has a good frozen hot chocolate. That's epic. Good
Makes
to know.
sense. Makes
It
sense.
does make sense. I would
Mhm.
never have put that together.
I'm gonna make my diving board kind of a teal blue here. The little pop on my
Oh,
my
I
browns.
like that color. I don't know if I had that with the C. I'm also a big fan of dark chocolate because it is healthier.
Yeah, it's practically a health food, right?
I think of it as something good for my heart,
Yeah.
so I just like to support heart health.
Yeah, well, it's kind of nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You like
cool.
to wear a little ribbon every time you have it?
Aw.
All right, so get a little,
This is
little
good, you guys. I
whimsified
can't wait
action
to
here.
see yours.
And I think that's
Aw.
pretty good. I might add here, I'm going to add a little darker blue on the edge here to make this diving board look like it's actually more three-dimensional. So just the two sides, kind of thicken that up a little bit.
That adds
And then
to
I might
it.
trace my ladder a little bit. This is a magical ladder, by the way. It's just freestanding right in the middle of the floor. There's no support to it whatsoever. So I had the
Oh. I
simplified
saw
version.
Jane.
Right?
Jane is here tonight, and I have to tell you, Jane, don't step on this ladder. Right? Don't jump on this. Do not jump on this, Jane. Oh man, we are just sending you so much love, and hoping that you find a supportive foundation, not a diving board.
Absolutely. Well, there you go.
There's my
Looks
little
good
guy.
there, Kim. I like that mug.
we-
I like that.
I know, it's kind of fun. It kind of reminds me of my little whimsical mug. Hey, do you have the ability to show us on the remote camera the details on these marshmallows?
let's see.
Because I feel like I am totally.
Didn't notice them before, did you?
I mean, I kind of forget about it. So let's see if we can do
Let me
this
go back
technology.
to. Let me go back to that.
Mhm.
All right, and then which one is it?
He's
Here we go.
trying to find it.
There we
Oh,
go.
yes. Okay.
Oh, by the
guys.
way, how about that? I think I
Oh.
mentioned that last week, actually, and I thought this will fit good
Yes.
talking about hot chocolate.
This is
and-
in the new Ghostbusters movie. This little guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he's
gotta
so
point
cute.
that out. So here we go. Here's the line of little marshmallows.
I love how they're
So
just like so
happy,
innocent.
so
they
excited.
don't really realize what's
This
going to happen.
has the ladder propped up.
Oh
And they're
yeah.
climbing up, and this
Oh,
guy is
you
jumping in.
guys, look at him. Oh, and you do have the little just eyes only guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's down
Go
there.
even closer to that one that's just soaring. Isn't he the best? His
He's
little
pretty happy,
legs.
isn't he? That took a little bit of effort to figure out how do I make this
How
work.
did you do that?
Right, but yeah,
Oh
this
my
guy's climbing up.
gosh. His little, I love how like I guess they're excited, but I kind of feel like they're going to their death.
Yeah?
I don't know. This is kind of dark.
You're not sure how to feel about that, huh?
I'm having mixed emotions about this. I mean, it's so cute that they're all like, "Yay, let's go up," and then you're like, "I don't know if this ends well for you."
I don't know. I don't know. So there you go, little fun. So always love to share some of the artwork that you guys sent in. We did a little Baby Yoda.
It was like her Marty, Wonder Marty
while
is
ago.
dressed up as Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda and a
cute.
Marty the Penguin mashup. Looks great. What else? Kara Tracy, good job. She did a peach pie.
Oh my
Encouraged people
gosh.
to put whatever kind of filling they
So
wanted.
Cute.
And I loved her little peaches there.
Yep.
Then we've got Steven, who's got his customized Funko Pops.
I know. He's got some cool
With
Funkos.
cherry pie there. Looks great. And I
Very
think I had
cool.
one more. Oh, yeah, Kelly.
Kelly.
Amazing job.
That-
Whipped out the watercolors. And I think she sent this like 10 minutes after the show was over.
We're
I'm
like,
how
she
did
was doing
do
watercolors
this?
live. That was
It was
amazing.
pretty good work there. So good work, one and all. We love getting all of your submissions. We can't share them all, but we're thankful for all of your submissions. But please send your drawings in. If you drew your little marshmallows tonight, cannonballing into hot chocolate, we definitely want to see it. Send it to kj@escapeadulthood.com.
That was strawberry rhubarb pie.
Ah,
Yes,
there you go.
he was working on a new flavor that night.
That's
I do
right,
remember
that's
that.
right, yeah.
Yes, and Jill says she has this print in her office.
Oh,
How cool is that?
the cannonball one.
Mhm.
Speaking of,
Not
yes.
Kelly's, but
Yes.
I mean that would be like,
that's
wow.
amazing. Yeah. Well, thank you, Jill. Yeah, it is. It's an oldie but a goodie. It was a long time ago that I did that one, but I still like it.
Mhm.
So let's move the show along. We got to talk about a special adultitis fighter tonight. Well, this one fits for
Oh, no.
marshmallows and fits for anyone who's watching the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Super
You were my
good.
brother, Anakin. I loved you. You were the chosen one. Poor Anakin Skywalker, burnt to a crisp.
Oh.
And a big,
Which is how I like my
a
marshmallows,
big
by the way.
group of the audience has no idea what this meme is. We do a meme of the week every week. Sometimes they're just for me. All right, that's all. So we're talking about Adultitis Fighters, and yeah, shout out to Jane, who had a mishaps as a part of her daughter's wedding weekend this past weekend. I don't want to
Holy nightmare.
Nothing gross, but just
No.
personal. You know, it's not my job to share the details, but I do have to point out how awesome your attitude was about it. Jane is a member of the Wonder and Whimsy Society and is an amazing person. And she leveled up the game for all of us. And I think that is what the magic of the Wonder and Whimsy Society is, and the Escape Adulthood League, which is our free community, is it's a place to be inspired by one another. I mean, we may be the grand poobahs, but we need it just as much as the rest of you, and we are inspired by all of you. And Jane took it to another level.
She took it to a new level, and I think we are all gonna have to rise to that level. And so her ability to be resilient, not only in a big way, but then a few days later again. I'm just telling you, Jane, you've changed the game. So thank you. I mean, honestly, it actually like is a challenge inside of me that I'm like, whoa, Jane just set the bar killer high, and we are proud of you. So
Absolutely.
that's what Wonder Whimsy Society is all about, Charlie Brown.
It is.
Yeah.
And here we're going to talk about another adultitis fighter that's pretty rad. Jen DiStefano is our adultitis fighter of the month this month.
Hey.
For May. They're including first now, but it was May's adultitis fighter of the month. And Jen is pretty awesome. You may remember her name because we actually highlighted her a few shows back because she organized Tutu Tuesday on February 2nd, 2022. 2222.
Boy, that feels like a long time ago.
So
all of a sudden,
her
but yeah,
crew had all of the the tutus going. And so here she is with her boys. And so we always do a little survey. We give them an award and we ask them some questions and asked her what some of her favorite ways to fight adultitis. She says, at home we love a good dance party. My sons and I will think of our goofiest dance moves and try to outdo each other. She also shares a little parenting hack she has. Household chores are far less daunting when we race each other to see who can finish first.
Nice.
I love that. And then for those of you who are a part of work teams, she's a good role model. It's part of the reason why she was selected. She does a lot of good stuff to bring her team together. She likes a good theme. And I know there's some people watching who are also really good with the whole theme thing. They've had pajama days, wear your favorite team days, and of course Tutu Tuesday. She also loves to organize luncheons with a special caveat like appetizers only, chili cook-off, or crock-pot potluck.
Nice.
So that's good stuff.
That's awesome.
I love this too. Who has been your greatest influence in your own fight against adultitis? She says, when I reflect back, I remember that my grandparents always made our visits with them eventful. They would often take us to go bowling and miniature golfing, play card games, camp out, see plays in the park, and tell stories. Opportunities for fun are everywhere if you know where to look. So that's pretty good. And anything else you'd like to share? She said, my boys are and will always be my greatest inspiration.
Aww.
I want them to know that they keep life fun and interesting, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Aww. Congratulations, Jen. Thanks for shining so bright. You inspire us.
Absolutely.
Yay.
He's yet another one of those people that we are inspired by, that helps us raise the game, because fighting adultitis is a team sport. If you're trying to do it alone, good luck with that.
Right.
It's going to be not so great.
Yeah, you're going to look like that marshmallow that was like in the last meme that you put out, right?
You are supposed to be the chosen one. All right, well, we're getting to the end of our time, but not before we give something away.
All right.
All right, this can go some different directions. We can go serious or silly. The question is, what line of work do you think requires the most courage?
Ooh.
And the winner gets what, Kim?
Yes, we have this very wonderfully comfortable $10 gift card to the lemonade stand. And I have to say, since I've been working so much on the Wonder Hunt book recently, that just went to the editor, by the way, this week. And it's kind of like one of those things where I'm like, ooh, I want to get the Wonder Hunt decks out into the hands of everybody. I'm so excited about this project. So if you don't have a Wonder Hunt deck yet, see if you can win this and put it towards it. It's just a little card deck. Of course, I don't even have one near me.
Yeah, you're a terrible person. No?
No.
Okay.
I just wasn't planning on talking about it. But $10. All right. What line of work do you think requires the most courage?
All right. Well, we got a lot of people with
I have one
firefighters.
immediately.
What?
High school teacher.
High school teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Kara says teaching.
Yeah,
She didn't
well-
specify. I think it just depends. I think some teachers
I know.
would say other teachers. I know, like, high school teachers would say kindergarten teachers are brave, and kindergarten teachers would say high school
Yeah,
teachers
I
are
know,
brave, right?
but
I
it's
think they're
true.
all brave. I don't think any of them are slacking by any means. How about Kelly? Good to see you tonight. Porta potty transporter.
I knew someone who did that.
Yes, you did. What was his
It was a
line?
crappy job.
What was his line?
Your
Is it safe for family? I don't remember. Maybe not.
no, your something is my bread and butter.
You can imagine. Your poop. Your poop is my bread and butter. There you go. What else we got? President of Ukraine.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Jennifer says just President of the United States. Yeah. And it doesn't matter what party. That is not a job I would want to have.
No.
You get to live in a cool house and you get a cool plane.
Not that
but
cool.
Not worth it. Not worth it. Half the country hates you no matter what. Customer service. That's a tough job.
It's tough.
Tough job.
Yeah.
Window washer.
Ooh.
Especially on, like the Sears Tower. It'd be rough.
Although
I refuse to call it the Willis Tower, by the way. So don't correct me in the comments.
Oh, I won't.
It will always and forever be the Sears Tower in Chicago. What else we got? First responders. Oof. Yeah. Got
a lot of courage.
quite
right,
a constitution.
Right?
Julie, pharmacist during a pandemic. How about that? Yeah. Mary Beth says, teacher, growing up in a family of them, she knows how dedicated they are.
Mary Beth's mom was my first grade teacher. Did you guys know that? Mrs. Updike. Everybody loved their first grade teacher, and mine was the best. So I'm just saying.
Beg to differ, but
What?
that's all right.
No, you cannot
just
beat
said
Mrs.
you just said everybody loves it. How about lion tamer?
Oh,
Tamer?
yeah, that's legit.
That'd be rough.
I wonder how many there are in the world.
Ambulance driver. Yeah. How does that pay? Does that pay well, lion tamer these days? It's always in children's books. There's always a lion tamer there.
That's
Like
true.
Circus.
You're like, how many are there? Ambulance
Goose herder. Hey, geese are mean.
They're
You don't wanna
scary.
be too close to the
Yeah,
geese.
good point, Jeff.
Here's the non sequitur. Dave says, I have one right here on my desk, and I have no idea what he's referring to, but that allows me
A lion
to
tamer?
pretend that he has a lion tamer on his desk.
I went there too.
Or perhaps he
An
has
ambulance?
a goose herder on his desk.
A pharmacist? I'm trying to
what else
remember
could
back.
it be? He
Maybe a
has
first
the
grade teacher?
President of the United States on his desk, or a porta potty on his desk.
All right, now I kind of want to know what you have on your desk.
Ellen says horror, or just Harry Potter in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough,
That would be
tough gig.
courageous.
Tough gig.
Yeah, tough gig.
Trying to think who else would. Cedric Diggory, tough gig right there. I'd hate to be that guy.
Yeah.
Healthcare workers. Yes, Hildy. Yes.
Yep.
Lion poop scooper. Would you rather be the lion poop scooper or the lion tamer? I'd rather be at that end. I'd rather be at that end of the lion.
It's less courageous. I mean, you don't need to be as courageous.
No, you just
do it.
You just have to plug your nose and go for it. Thank you, Rich, for the Sears Tower love.
Yeah.
Willis Tower. Give me a break. Stand-up comedian.
I'm kind of the same way with Miller Park, I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's never going to be American Family.
No, come on. It's ridiculous. It's Miller Park. It's,
all right. Stand-up comedian, Martha, right?
Yeah. We have a speaker friend who does open mic nights.
Yes.
To just
he
get better.
Posted how many he just recently.
It's amazing.
He's done so many. Talk about courage. But you get better, right? You get better.
Julie says it's spelled Willis and it's pronounced Sears.
Are other people confused by this, or do most people in the world know about this?
I'm still mad that it's still not the tallest building in the world like it was when I was a kid. Here we go. Kim's card deck. That was what was on his desk. So he was referring to what you said.
Neither one of us had a clue. Father Dave, that's awesome. I liked picturing a little line.
Thank you for that fun.
I know.
Jockey, how about that?
Ooh, yeah,
I
that's legit. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I
That's legit courage.
We got some good ones. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I had one. I think, high school teacher is up there for me.
High school teacher, yeah. Although you taught like freshman in college. What's the? I mean, that next level.
I guess I'm brave.
No,
I guess I'm courageous.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I meant like I think they just mature after graduation.
The kids I had were like they were in an honors program and they were nice.
That's right, because they actually were in high school, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
I wouldn't describe what I did as taught anything.
I bet they'd be happy to hear that.
Bull riders.
Oh,
yeah,
good one,
Dorothy.
Dorothy.
To see some bull riders last summer. That was fun.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you guys for playing along here.
This is fun. Oh, Lynn's on tonight. Hi, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
Good to see you.
Yes, that is a great reminder of first responders because they're possibly giving up everything for others.
The moment, right? Yeah. Again and again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me feel like high school teachers was a bad pick. No.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, but. Then again,
I have a
there's
history of making bad decisions in the moment.
Knife thrower target person.
Knife thrower target person?
Feels more dangerous to me.
On the receiving end of the knives.
Feels
is
like
that?
It requires,
yeah. And by the way, shout out back to Paul, who did explain why I hate those things.
He did. Was he correct?
Yeah. Like, and it kind of, like,
was it?
that Enneagram 9s do not like to make quick decisions because of their internal, external piece is compromised. It's just too much to process quickly because I'm constantly seeking peace as a peacemaker. Enneagram 9, you're getting a little crash course in Enneagram, but I don't like the quick conflict, which you probably could. Jason's not listening anymore. Thank you, Paul. And anyone else who's an Enneagram 9. There you go.
That is all. Well, prescription this week, borrow courage from someone who did what you want to do. Doesn't even have to be someone in your particular life circle. It could just be someone you read about, someone on the internet, someone that, we see bloggers who start about like traveling the world or becoming a minimalist or doing a juice cleanse. There's an example of, it's a big world. There's a lot of examples of people who have done amazing things. Moving
into one of those Sprinter vans, right?
Yes. Yeah, van life, whatever it is.
Right?
Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage you to maybe if you got something that you're like, kind kind of feel that tug to move and you're just not sure you can do it,
Cannonball.
borrow some courage. Go for
Yep.
the cannonball. Yep.
Yep.
And if you need to borrow courage, there is plenty of it in the Escape Adulthood League. It is our free online community. It's kind of like Facebook, but awesome. On escapeadulthood.me, you can sign up and be part of a community where there's a lot of fun things going on, and cool questions and fun polls. And then you get people like Jane who have adultitis takes over for a day, and then she comes to the league to ask for some help, to ask for some advice and ideas. And there's a lot of that going along as well. So be sure, if you're not a member of that, or if you haven't checked in a while, come on in. The water's good.
Yep.
Escapeadulthood.me. We would love to have you.
Did you see Jennifer? She told me about this. She's borrowing a little courage this weekend.
What's going on?
Well, I think she's going to be in an art fair.
Ooh, that's
So,
exciting.
that's
That's a long time
legit.
coming. I know she's been prepping up to that. So
And maybe it's a different
congratulations, Jennifer.
weekend, so I might be like remembering wrong. But it does kind of sound like that. So
It could be.
that's pretty
It could be. I know
awesome.
that was in her plan. So that is awesome. And best
Cheering
of luck
you
to you.
on,
Yep.
for sure. So
Um,
we're getting down there, guys. Next week is show number 98, and then we're at show number 99, which you do not want to miss. Again, mark your calendars for Wednesday, June 15th. We're telling you. I mean, even the first second of the show, you're going to be like, oh, this is going to be a good one. Okay, so no spoilers, but the shenanigans are being prepared as we speak.
Absolutely. Well, that is it for this show. Until next time, Adultitis Fighters.
Shine on, spread whimsy, and be awesome.